So how do we work with this life force energy? Well, you got to learn to regulate and tune in. It's all an inside job. If we can't regulate our nervous system to a place of calm, and we teach in Somagetics how much of the planet is walking around in a faux window of tolerance, meaning I am so used to this state of anxiety or stress or depression or overwhelm. It feels normal to me. So I think I'm regulated, but in fact, I am in survival physiology and I don't even know it. So, how do you know if you are? Well, your life isn't working the way you want. You don't have the relationships that you would like, you don't have the health that you would like, or you don't have the abundance that you would like. So, if you are dealing with stress or overwhelm in any of those areas, there is part of you that is still in victim consciousness, resonating with the lower frequencies, and you're not likely regulated. So we really have to learn how to work with the nervous system to actually calm down the nervous system and shift those lower frequencies. If you get to the point where your system is regulated, now you have the power to tune in and observe your own energy with curiosity. And here you can learn to pay attention to the subtle sensations and energy dynamics. And for many people, the trauma is still so entwined in their system that they need a coach or a practitioner to help them with this. Some of our unresolved trauma is just too much for us to do on our own, to heal on our own. So if you're finding that you kind of know these concepts, but you haven't been able to shift out of those lower frequencies, then it's a really good idea to work with somebody that can teach you the skills of regulation and support you in this process of learning to tune into your own energy. After we're able to regulate, calm down, and tune in, then we have to practice our skill called objectively observing ourselves. This takes practice, but as we learn to focus without judgment, the magic starts to happen. All right. And what I like people to focus on first is any physical sensations that they're noticing in the body, any emotions that are obvious to them, and any conscious thought or stories that they're telling themselves. And we just practice noticing. We don't do anything about it yet. When we're first learning the skill, we just have to learn the skill of observing and notice what is happening on a physical level, emotional level, and a thought level. And then once you can name these more obvious things, the physical sensations, the emotions, and the obvious thoughts you're having, then we can start going deeper into the subtle energy. And we want to get to the subtle energy dynamics below the more obvious physical issues and conscious thoughts and beliefs, because that's what needs to be changed is the more subtle levels so that the other more obvious things will start to shift in your life. So we want to go deeper into the subtle energy. We want to feel, sense, and know it is there. At first, it might feel like you're pretending, and that is okay. You may see it in your mind. You might just notice it in your imagination. You might hear it inside of your head or your mind, or you simply might know or understand it without any logical reason at all. But when you start to observe and you ask questions about what is here, what am I noticing below the obvious thoughts, below the obvious physical sensation, what is below that? Just go with what you see, you sense, you feel, you know, or you imagine, even if it feels like you're making it up. You're not. You're starting to have a relationship with the more subtle energies in your system.